Hello, and welcome to the show today. I am your host and founder of Heaven to Earth, Susan Fleming, business alignment therapist, equipping kingdom leadership to multiply life without burnout. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Faith First Business. So, I've been getting a lot of questions and really wanted to talk today about what is kingdom business. We have so many people out there now using this word kingdom, and I find that a lot of them actually don't even know what it means or what it is, or I can tell by the behaviors or the way they're conducting business that they're not really kingdom. They're not operating in kingdom principles. And so I wanted to give you some clarity today around how can you know if the business you're working with is kingdom, what does that actually look like to have a kingdom business? So that's what we're going to be diving into today. And the first thing that I would say identifies a kingdom business or kingdom-minded business person would be the idea that there's no competition. That the other women in your space, the other people in the niche that you're in, if you are viewing them as competition, right? If you have this thinking of, well, if she gets clients, then that's less for me, right? If there's this idea of like give and take, like there's not enough to go around, and so she's my competition because if she gets more clients, then she's taking clients from me, right? So what that shows me is really this lack or scarcity mentality of there's not enough. There's not enough for everybody. God isn't that good that he hasn't provided for all of us to have clients. That's really what you're saying. And I know that's kind of hard probably to hear. That's probably a hard truth to take in. But that would be that the underlying belief of those kinds of statements would be that you're not trusting in the goodness of God to provide for all of his children. So when you flip that around and you say, my God is that good, right? Or if you make it even personal to you and say, my father is that good, my daddy's that good, that he's providing for all of his children. And so I don't have to be worried about this person over here that's doing something similar to me. If she gets more clients, I can celebrate her because it's not taking clients from me, right? And so we are eliminating that mindset of unhealthy competition. There can be a form of, I think, of healthy competition, but viewing those around you, those in your space, as allies, as collaborators, as maybe potential partnerships, right? Instead of she's competition and I can't let her, well, I'll give you this example. This actually happened to me. I had someone who did not want to let me do a training in their group because they thought the audience we were speaking to was too similar, right? And she was like, I don't feel comfortable letting you come in my group. Well, that let me know that she had some lack mentality going on, that she was viewing me as competition, that she thought I would take clients from her instead of having the mindset of, no, Susan and I can both be in this space. There's plenty enough for everybody because God has called us to this. He's already given the provision to each one of us for our unique assignment, right? And so just kind of checking yourself. How do you feel around other people in your space? What are some of the thoughts that you're thinking when you are around them, right? Are you thinking about, oh, I've got to get that client before she does, or I need to make more money than her, right? Do you feel that competitiveness, or do you feel a sense of I can promote her. I can celebrate her because we are one body. And so when she's thriving, I'm thriving, right? We're doing this together. Even if it's someone that you're maybe not in partnership with in your business, you can still view her as part of your body, right? We are all of one body. And so knowing that even if you're in similar spaces and you're talking to similar audiences, you have a unique frequency that's going to sound different than her frequency, right? And it's your frequency that's drawing people to you. Think about that. It's your frequency that's drawing people to you. So no two people are going to sound alike, even if you're in the same space. Even if you are teaching or coaching on the exact same thing, it's going to sound different. You're going to resonate with some people and not with everybody, and it's meant to be that way. So getting out of that mindset of competition. Just to give you another example of this, I have someone who I was mentoring her for a while, and then we just became really good friends. And so we were in very similar spaces. We teach things that are very similar to each other. And after we were done working together, I continued to promote her and celebrate her and even send her stuff out to my email list. And she's like, Susan, people don't do that. And I'm like, but you're not my competition, right? It's that wanting to display the Father's heart, right? And looking at that other person through the lens that he sees them through, that she is valuable and what she's doing is important and her voice needs to be heard. So if I can help her do that, then I'm going to do that. I'm not viewing her as someone that I need to try and silence because I think she's taking clients from me. I would gladly, and I still do, send out her programs and her information to my audience because I know that what she does is valuable and because I know I'm not for everyone, right? I'm not for everyone. I know that my frequency is going to resonate with a certain group of people and hers is going to resonate with a different group of people, even though we're teaching the exact same thing. I know that this is something people need. And so I rather them get it than to not have it because I didn't share someone else was doing it. Does that make sense? Right? So it's more important to me that the person gets what they need than that they work with me specifically, because maybe I'm not the person that they resonate with. So I'm more than happy to share my audience with other people because maybe they'll resonate with them, right? It's more important, and this is the Father's heart, right? That people get what they need. So my heart is that they get what they need, even if it's not from me. So that's one kingdom principle, is that there's no competition. The other thing I would say, the biggest thing I see about the kingdom lens is that we operate from the mindset of, from the belief of, it's already done. Jesus said, it is finished. So it's already done, right? Again, this is similar to the lack mentality. And when you're looking at things through a lens of it's not done, then we're saying things like, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have the resources, I don't have the connections, right? It's all this I don't have enough, I don't have these things. And so switching that mindset to the kingdom lens says, it's already been given. You do already have it. If the Lord has called you to business, then he's already given the provision for what you need to do in your business, right? So when you start saying, Lord, thank you that you have already given me these clients before you actually see the clients, right? Before they're enrolled with you, you're thanking him in advance for that. And then you start asking a different question. right? Then instead of saying, Lord, can you send me some clients? You're saying, Lord, I know you've already sent the clients. Can you highlight them to me? Can you show me who they are, right? How are we going to call them in together? Because it's a partnership. It's partnership with him. So instead of saying, I don't have enough time to do that, you flip that around and you say, I have more than enough time to do all the things that God has called me to do, right? You're renewing your mindset to the truth of what God says instead of what the world says. Because the world will tell you, you got 24 hours in a day. You got to get it all done, right? And God says, no. You are spirit. You can operate outside of time, and I have already provided you with enough time to do all the things I've asked you to do. Right? So it's switching that mindset from I don't have to I do have. I already have it. It's already been given. It is finished. Living from the victory that's already been given. Right? And the Lord gave me this image one day of this beautiful Christmas tree. And there were all these beautifully wrapped presents under the tree. I mean, like probably hundreds of them. There were tons of gifts under this tree. And this little girl is just pulling on her dad's leg, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. And she's asking him for all these things. And he says, honey, I've already given them to you. Just go open the box. That's hitting with somebody. I know it is, right? We are so used to praying for things, asking God for things, and not realizing that we're asking for things he's already given. All you got to do is open the box, right? And opening that box means that you're just agreeing with what he's already said. It's really that simple. When you start agreeing with his word, with what he's already said to you, then that starts renewing your mind to truth, and you start seeing through a different perspective, through a different lens, and you start thanking him for the things he's already given. And then you ask a different question, right? So instead of asking for more money, right? The question may be, Lord, what are some other avenues for money to get to me? So these little subtle shifts can make such a huge, huge difference when you come from the place of thankfulness and gratefulness and recognizing that it's already been given, it's already done. Jesus said it's finished. And so you're not striving for clients, right? You're not reaching out for business. You're not reaching out for money. You're saying, Lord, thank you that you've already given the provision for everything I need to operate this business. Now, how do you want us to do it together? Right? So this change shifts you from working for God and asking for answers to working with God in a partnership and giving your agreement to what he's already said is true. So those are my quick tips for you today. I hope this has been helpful. I would love for you to leave your questions down in the comments if you have any questions, or even just visit the website. If you want to ask me something directly, my email is there. You can email me, and I would love to speak with you. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you want to learn more about me or any of my guests, all of the links are in the description below the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share it on all your social pages. Until next time, remember that you have the power to multiply life without burnout.